What you do is instead of going 6 months back, go a year back. Instead of half mile, go a mile back. If it's still nothing, go a mile and a half back, and then go a year back. You know what I mean? So just
you can expand, but it's sketchy depending upon where you are.
If you have a brick property,
You cannot use a frame.
right. What if there's a building that has brick and brick? That's what it does.
I would say it depends if like the majority. So if it's like 60-40 frame, it's a frame. You know, if it's 60-40 brick.
Is it like just a front brick, or is it?
No, there's some house where it's like brick on the bottom and then.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Well, those have brick foundation, so that's still, I would consider that brick. Yeah.
It's some that brick goes halfway up, and then the frame goes the rest.
Right.
So it's not just a foundation, it actually comes up above.
Yeah. And they frame around.
I would consider that brick. Yeah.
That's why I just use the 60-40 rule. So if the foundation of the first level is brick, it's brick.
Been owned, how many years ago, maybe 15 years ago, was sold at $350,000 under the government.
Okay.
But this one he just bought not too long, he said he had a couple of years.
Okay.
He couldn't get the bank to give him what he wanted on it. I asked him what he wanted on it, I went in, looked at everything, took pictures, need a pro gut.
Yeah.
So I went with.
So it's commercial property.
It's commercial property.
Okay.
We got 2 storefronts. We got 2 apartments on each. One apartment on one side of it together. Then we got 2 apartments on the other.
Okay.
I know it's a pure gut because I've been doing this for a long time. I went with the 350. What they sold it for 10 years ago. So he wouldn't give me he wouldn't give me nothing else. So I had to do my homework on it. So I went back to what it was first bought. So it was like $350,000. That was 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm looking at everything around it is sold.
Yeah.
This is the only thing that's ever been sold. He's ready to get rid of it. He's the only one that got. It's clean. The contract, everything is
Clean title, yeah.
So did you calculate the ARV? What's the ARV on this property?
I call it at 325,000.
320. So you write that down. 320.
How'd you find that though?
What's the
I was driving. I would do my drive. I just want real
Drive
estate
for
property
dollars?
only. Yeah.
Okay. That's a good way to drive for dollars. Anytime you see anywhere you're going, you see a vacant property, you pull over, write down the address, and then you can easily either True People search it or go to Cook County Records and you can see who owns it. So driving for dollars is awesome. What is the repairs on this? Do you know the estimate? How many square feet? So 2,000. So there's a basement. There's a basement.
Yeah, it's a big basement.
Let's say 90 grand, maybe 90 grand is the estimate.
Yeah.
90 grand. So what was your off? What does he want for
He
it?
said come up with a price because he already did his comp. He already did his stuff. See, that was the problem. He did his. At least about 105,000, 110,000 worth of gutting, and then come back and give him about from.
So if these numbers are accurate, your max is 122.
Right.
All right, that's with a 15 grand wholesale fee. So if you can get them under that, it should be a good deal, as long as your numbers are right here with the ARV.
Yeah.
If you want to make 40 grand, then you got to be at 82. So you got to offer them 82.
8240.
Yeah, if you want to make a 40 grand wholesale fee, you need to be. This number is the number an investor would pay.
Okay. Then.
You know, so you know that that's the max offer an investor would come in and pay for this property.
And who knows how we can find a buyer for this deal? What would be a good way to find a buyer? So a good way to find a buyer for this deal is look at the properties that are sold in and around that area. The recent sold properties in that area by an agent. Call that agent up and say, hey, I got a property. A commercial agent, not just any agent, a commercial agent. Call that agent up and say, hey, I've got this property under contract. You know, you can add your fee on top if you bring a buyer.
Yeah, so driving for dollar is awesome. That's a good strategy. Anytime you're going on an appointment to a property, you always pull over for sale by owner signs, for rent signs, vacant ugly properties, get the address, write it down.
Yeah, and there's probably agents in that area who have their signs up in different buildings or establishments or whatever have you. I'd call those people too. So a lot of deals that way, calling the people who are already in the area.
Yeah. So make that offer tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Go back and get it because it's still under. You know, but it's a good property because, like I said, it's all brick. It's
Yeah.
perfect.